welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace and my channel's name is Grace Ling. If you're tuning in for the first time, you are welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi. So in today's video, we're going to talk about sunburn. I got your questions and I replied them, but I also feel like I need to talk about sunburn in general and how to handle it, hyperpigmentation and things that resulted from the sun basically. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So basically, sunburn is a damage to the top cell layer of your face due to exposure to harmful rays of the sun. So basically, one of the ways to avoid sunburn is stay away from the sun. I always tell people that umbrellas were not only made for rainfall, they were also made for sunshine. If the sun is super heavy, baby, get yourself an umbrella and go under the sun. You don't necessarily have to wait till it rains to use an umbrella. Protect yourself from the sun rays. Another way to avoid this is to use a sunscreen. Now, there are certain products that have been created to help reduce the harmful effect of the sun. So basically, when you incorporate them into your stash, they help protect you when you go out there. Sunscreen is like a screen, it's like a covering to protect you from the sun. Now, some people say apply your sunscreen every 2 hours. I say apply your sunscreen. Ensure that your sunscreen is there on your face when you're going out in the sun. And also remember to apply your sunscreen 15 minutes before entering the sun, just to ensure that it is activated, it is incorporated into your skin before stepping out into the sun. Another thing to do to also avoid sunburn is to ensure you cool down your face. If you're at home and you don't have any makeup on, or if you go to the market, or you're under the sun, or if you've been exposed for a very long time and you're back into your house, take a bit of water and dab on your face and just allow your face to cool down as much as possible. It is super important. That cooling effect helps reduce the effects of the sun, because aside the darkening, some people also experience some peeling, some heat burn, and you see the bumps on your face. The cold water has a way of reducing the temperature and cooling down your face. Just the same way you feel very thirsty and you drink water to really reduce your thirst, is the same way when you apply water to your face, it cools down the temperature on your skin, especially when you have been exposed to the sun for a very long time. And even if it's not a very long time, just a minimal exposure, when you come back, you don't have makeup on your face, you sprinkle some water on your face. Another thing to avoid when you have poured that water on your face is also ensuring that you don't rub. Like I said, a lot of effect has happened at the moment. So the last thing you want to do is increase more friction to your face. Personally, what I do is to dab. Even when I have just cleansed my face, I don't rub my face. I dab my face. I just dab with my towel or paper towel, and I just dab around my face. The next thing I do is to make sure that that particular day I don't use cleansers that have AHAs, BHAs, and benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. I use cleansers that don't have anything in it. They don't have any active ingredients in it. One everyday cleanser I use, and I spoke about in my last skincare routine, is the CeraVe For Me cleanser. It has glycolic acid in it, and glycolic acid is a very simple acid. It doesn't have any crazy effect to your face. Another cleanser I use is a simple cleanser because it's very soft and soothing to the face. It has a calming effect to the face as well. So I make sure not to use harmful chemicals because your face is already sore because it has been exposed to the sun a lot. So the last thing I want to do is to actually put in more irritating substances on my face. I also try not to use my serum or anything. I just allow my face sit for a while and just allow it sleep that particular night without any harmful chemicals on my face. So another thing I always talk about is incorporating moisture as much as possible. Moisture is important. One thing I always do is that the next day when I'm going out, before applying my sunscreen, I make sure to moisturize my face. This is to prevent dehydration because the sun has a way of dehydrating your skin. It has a way of drying your face off its natural oils. That's where your face is dry and that burn happens. So what I do is that I make sure to moisturize my face every single day before leaving my house. One way I incorporate moisture into my body is from serums, from toners, and my regular moisturizer. If you want to check out my skincare video, this is it. It will also be linked down in the description box, as well as products that I'm talking about. So if I've noticed that due to exposure to the sun, I have one way or the other gotten a tint or two. Another thing I understand is that yes, your body has a way of healing itself, but the truth is that you also could speed up that healing process. I also use products that would incorporate some sort of brightening to my face. I have made this particular video that has talked about some lotions that are great for your face that would help heal your face of hyperpigmentation and things like that. So I make sure to use one of those lotions on my face, and mostly at night, because I feel like vitamin C lotions and some brightening lotions work effectively at night. So I use them at night before going to bed. The last thing I'm going to talk about is reapplying your sunscreen. If I see that the sun has been crazy hot and I've been exposed to the sun and I need to go back into the sun, another thing I do is to reapply my sunscreen. There's so many ways of reapplying your sunscreen, which number one is the powder sunscreen. So they have powdered sunscreens, they have the regular sunscreens and things like that. So do well to reapply your sunscreen, because it's really going to help reduce the amount of hyperpigmentation and sunburn coming to your face on a regular. The last thing I'm going to talk about is avoiding bleaching creams and lotions. There are so many brightening lotions and properties in the market today that has zero hydroquinone and other bleaching properties. It's important to incorporate them into your stash. Some people use raw turmeric and stuff. Personally, I'm not a fan of DIYs, so I try to stay away from DIYs. But you have to find a way to stay away from hydroquinone and other properties that are going to really affect your face. One thing about these particular lotions or properties is that it has a way of sloughing off your skin, which gives you the "oh, I'm getting brighter" effect. But in general, your new skin is exposed to the sun. Hence, you see people who bleach their skin having that particular effect on their face. So do well to incorporate all these things that I've said. Also, I want to know, what is that thing you do to yourself that has helped you fade your hyperpigmentation, that has prevented you from having sunburn and the crazy effects of the sun? Keep it in the comment section. I always reply the comments, and you're also going to help a friend out, help a sister out, and we'll end up having what? A fine finish. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!